Hello and welcome back. Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk: The Fall of Winterhome. Well, we're doing pretty good at the moment. We seem to have more or less balanced out our coal situation. Food is in abundance, and so are some of our resources. So, speaking of those resources, we did build ourselves a coal mine in the last episode, so we're going to go ahead and make sure that we are getting what we can there. We've already lost 2 hours of work time. Slight oversight, but again, nothing too serious. It is a little cold though, so we are going to turn on that heater. And I think, yeah, that is a little bit of a problem. I dare say, you know what, for now, I think it's going to be good enough. Not ideal that people are going to get sick, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and let time start up. People may get a little bit ill. If we can get a steam hub built around there, that would be rather nice. But for now, I think we will be as, yeah, it'll be as good as we can get. So, speaking of such things, we do have enough room for a couple more coal mines if we so desire, but that will destroy some of this timber. We're trying to work on getting as much as we can, because as soon as our level of technology finishes, we will start building a whole stack of houses, as they will be so much cheaper. Saving ourselves 10 wood and 10 steel is going to be absolutely important if we're to get enough housing for another, well, what's that, 580 people? That's quite a lot to look after. Alright, so we did pick up the guard towers in the guard stations in the last episode, which is good. It does look like that has solved some of our heating issues. Yeah, this guy is away from well, it's perfectly located to avoid the steam hubs. But now that we've got an upgrade for the building, that gives it an extra steam level, and we do have that heater on as well. So I don't think we're going to have too much to worry about as far as any of them getting ill. What have we got on here? Okay, right, yes, the steam steel works. We are upgrading that at the moment, which is nice. We have our automaton working there, so again, it's not like we're losing out during the day with our workforce. It should be perfectly fine. And also, we are sitting right on the brink of the Hope deadline for the next day. So yeah, I think we're going to be fine. Everyone should be fairly happy. All these guard stations are working remarkably well in our favor. So that, coupled with the temperature increase, I think is more than enough to sort out some trouble. Now, what I am seeing here, house redesign is finished. Oh, of course, it is an 8-hour tech. However, I forgot that we have multiple workshops, of course. So that did get done during today. That is fantastic. So, what do we want to do next? Well, we could go for more food. That wouldn't be bad. But again, we don't need it. We could free up a few workers. That wouldn't be terrible either. See if we could put them somewhere else. Infirmaries will employ 5 fewer engineers. A couple of not bad things. We could go for the steam wall drill upgrade. That would help us with our timber generation. We could also go for the factory, maybe even work on some of that automaton integration. And then there's heating, which again isn't really much of an issue, although, hang on, here we go. If we go to the steam hub upgrade, that will use twice as much coal. Ooh, how long does this take to research? Oh, wait a second, there it is. It's 9 hours. Alright, so if we were to go ahead and do this, that would give us, say, what is it? Up to 1800, so only half an hour of work. I'm not sure that's necessarily the best. I think what we may go ahead and do is go for the generator upgrade efficiency. Either that, or we go straight from here, twice as much, and then get the steam hub efficiency to basically reduce it back to where we were. That wouldn't be a bad back-to-back, and that would also mean that we could start planning out some steam hubs for the housing that we're going to be working on. Yeah, okay, so you know what? I think I've talked myself into it. Let's go ahead and get that steam hub range upgrade. That'll mean that, yeah, we can much better plan our districts and get the most out of our steam hubs, so we're not planting more of them than necessary. Although, technically speaking, we could always just make a second one. It would be a little bit more... We left it at zone range of 1 and just used a few more. That would cost us more steel, but it would cost us the same amount of coal at the end of the day, so... Yeah, it's much of a muchness. Also, too, looking at our coal situation, we are now much further ahead now that we've got that coal mine up and running. That is... Wait a second. Yeah, that is working particularly well. So let's check out our economy and see what it estimates. Yeah, so a minimum of 200 extra coal per day. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead and see that we have some heaters turned on. If there's any workplaces that we want to keep up and running. I think... coal thumpers, we may want to upgrade those. Wall drill. Yeah, that has a heater turned on for both. Actually, you know what? Where is the closest steam hub? Right over there. We use these houses. Yeah, these tents are actively working. Okay, so... Yeah, we'll see about that. Oh, right. Also, too, I completely forgot that we just got the house redesigned, so we should make the most of that, too. Let's go ahead and get that started. We're going to go... make sure that we go for these ones first and just upgrade everything that we can. Yeah, let's upgrade the core houses. That'll be fine. That is a tent. That's definitely worth upgrading, I dare say. Especially since it's right next to the fighting pit. All of these should be good. Yeah, and all of these are within range of everything else, so that should keep everybody nice and toasty. I think we'll keep that for now. In fact, you know what will work? I guess that one's worth doing. We might end up putting in a new... what do we call it? Steam hub in this direction. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, we'll do all of those. That is our core housing done away with. I'm not sure whether we're going to keep this area or not. We'll just see how it all goes. Mind you, we don't want to upset 88 homeless people or, well, upset 88 people as they're homeless at this stage. In fact, hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. That's enough housing for 140, so we can start tearing down a few... things. Yeah, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll maybe start shuffling people away from these extended areas, and we'll see if that helps. Some free food from our scouts, thank you kindly, that is wonderful from you. Storm shelters, we do know that there's some scientists out here, same with the weather station. But for now, I don't see any point in sending them out. We're not going to recall these people at this stage. That may change in the future when we start looking at restoring the city and looking after the generator a little bit more properly. But again, that is going to be... well, we'll have to see what time... Oh, hang on a second. Living near Watch House. Oh dear, we've heard our hope modifiers. Okay, well, you know what? That should go back up again. We do have... Yeah, there we are. That hope is increasing as people are getting their housing back within those watchtower districts. Okay, that's not terrible. That's not bad at all. Let's see, what else could we do? That was pretty quick to do a whole stack of housing. I think... Yeah, that should be the last of that. Let's go... Let's see what we can figure out. So we have some hunters' hangars back out over here. We also have some hunters' huts, which are less good. Yeah, gathering posts, bunkhouse. Okay, you as a bunkhouse are definitely not wanted to be right there. I think that's probably worth... Actually, you know what? It's empty anyway. Yeah, some of these tents, they're all nice and toasty. I guess we'll see about shuffling things around. Actually, you know what? Do we have any more housing out over here? We do have some. So we have fighting pits. I think this is a guaranteed 24-hour workplace. Yeah. We might end up building some more homes in here if necessary. Yeah, we could chuck one in there. Another one in here. Yeah, so that's another couple of spots. Do we have the extended range? No, not just yet. Okay, so I think maybe we'll just give it a couple more hours. We'll finish off that technology and then we'll see about reorganizing for some more efficient uses of our steam. Mind you, with the extra coal now, I'm not too concerned, but it is nice nonetheless. In fact, one of the things we could go for, now after we do this and get that next one, I think what would be nice, extra scouts could be very useful if we open up another set of locations. We might want to go for the gathering post installation just to help out with our steam coal thumpers. In fact, we should upgrade these because these are a higher quality than the previous, so that should come along with a nice upgrade to their thermal rating, so that wouldn't be terrible either. And then what else could we do? Outside of that, I guess there is the house insulation at the very end, but that's potentially useful, potentially not. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So either way, one step at a time. Also too, I am noticing a few hungry people. Let's go ahead and build ourselves another kitchen. I think we used to have two. Yeah, we have one up there. We should make one more just so we can guarantee that everybody gets fed in a timely manner. Now, we have a fairly large section in here which could be used for housing. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all. Let's go ahead and throw a cookhouse out over here. That should be fine. Give people another place where they can receive a hot meal. That'll be fine, and we still have extra workers lying around, so that's not going to be a big deal to us. Yeah, and here we go. Temperature is about to increase, so that is very good, and we can open up a new book of laws. So let's go ahead and head down our purpose route. We're going to go for the propaganda center. This is, yeah, amazingly powerful. We can make some propaganda bulletins. Hope will rise when we use this. That will definitely get us over the line. So considering how cheap this place is to build for what we have, I see no reason why we shouldn't. So let's sign that into law. Let's go ahead and get that built. We'll throw one of those. Well, as long as it's warm, it doesn't really matter where it's placed. Can't put it all the way back there. Maybe we should have done it there instead of the cookhouse. We probably could have found another spot for it. Yeah, I think we cancel that one. That'll be fine for now. Let's go ahead and dismantle some roads. That needs to get gone. We can get rid of that as well. And you know what? We should build. Get rid of those. And we will build instead. Wait a second. Yeah, we'll swing out over there. There we go. That'll keep everything all keyed in. And then let's go with the propaganda center. That'll do. That'll go rather nice no matter where we wish to put it. Yeah, let's just throw that there. That'll be fine. That'll stay warm. That's always running 24 hours a day. And then as soon as that gets up and running, we'll go ahead and dispense some propaganda. Also, it looks like our food storage, of course, is disabled at the moment because of those, but that's fine. That's not a real problem. Yeah, in fact, we may even want to go ahead and get a large resource depot going. That may save us a little bit of trouble. That could be very beneficial. But either way, one problem at a time. Alright, so let's see. Anything else? How's the timber production going over here? Sawmill is almost finished up over there. That's kind of nice. Temperatures have risen. That is phenomenal. I think that means Oh wow, look at how warm that is. That is very nice. Let's go ahead and kick it down a notch. May as well save ourselves some coal. And everything is still ridiculously toasty. Yeah, I am not concerned by that in the slightest. Let's go ahead and make sure... Wait a second, there's meant to be a... Well, your heater is turned on. Any other heaters that are missing? Not that I can see. Oh, there we go. That one can be disabled. You know what? No, never mind. We'll keep that on. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day, does it? Yeah, get that charcoal kiln nice and toasty as well. Yeah, let's see if we can get all of these things to as hot a temperature as possible. Again, turning down the generator a level means we really do not need to bother about the extra coal. Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, we're doing fantastic. All right, fantastic. Cool. So, looks like a charcoal kiln. What have we got? 5 out of 5. That's good. People are working. We do have a little bit more room for storage now. Oh, right. We need our propaganda center. Send in the engineers, hope rises, and would you look at that? That is a solid chunk of happiness. Let's go ahead and use the bulletins. Let's increase the hope yet again, because why on earth wouldn't we? And now hope has been restored. Winterhome has recovered under your able management. Your people will now follow you through thick and thin, convinced that you are the right leader for these trying and troubled times. Now we must find out what is wrong with the generator. First we need to research and build the repair station so we can examine the generator. Okay, well I feel like this is going to be a bit of a... Oh, hang on a second. Alright, yes, propaganda. I feel like this may be really bad for our resource production. If we're spending a lot of resources on fixing the generator, we may need to reevaluate some things. But again, one step at a time. Let's also see about a couple more engineers. Where can we take them from? Workers or engineers? That's not quite right. Let's see if any of these have engineers running them. No, just the propaganda center. Okay, so... Engineers. Where could we find some of those? We have the infirmary. Yeah, you know what? We can bring that down a notch or two. That'll be fun. We don't really have many sick individuals at this stage. Otherwise, we have... Yeah, we have people working in the workshops. And that's really important for tech, so I'm not going to bother taking anyone from there. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. If we need any more engineers, we can always go ahead and recall some people from either the weather station or the storm shelter. Alright, so either way, we now have to go ahead and research a repair station, build and man it, and then research the cause of the generator's malfunction in the repair station. 2 days. Well, that is a lot of work. Let's... what comes next? Oh, here we go. So that'll only take us 8 hours. That's not terrible. And it is relatively affordable as well. So that is nice. In fact, if we have to turn off that generator, we may need some very warm homes. So let's keep on working on that idea. Let's check out, let's see, houses. This center is going to stay around for good. So let's just go ahead and make sure that all of those are done. Yeah, all of these people are happy. That's excellent. We have a watchtower here, but we do not have a fighting pit. May need to build another one of those. So let's see. Fighting arena. Where are we missing? Is that just one house? Oh no, and then there's a whole bunch over here as well. Okay, so... let's go ahead and build you there. That should cover a fair portion of the city. Yeah, that should be all good. And then we need one more in this direction. Let's go... hang on a second. That'll be roughly in... oh, hang on a second. Let's get rid of that road just so we can count out exactly what is required. Hang on. Where were we? There we are. Okay, so 1, 2. That takes us in line with that street there. Then we can do here, and that should cover absolutely everywhere. So I guess we're going to go ahead and plonk you right about there. Yeah, everyone is within the range of something. That is excellent. Let's go ahead and build a couple more houses. We'll build you and you and you. Alright, that's... Oh, we're out of timber. Okay, well, fair enough. That is fine. We should get more fairly quickly. In fact, you know what? With the improvements with this mine of ours, let's just double check. Yeah, you know what? We do not need the charcoal kilns. They're somewhere around. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and turn that off for now, and then... Yeah, we have another one up over here, so let's also disable that building. The rest we can keep on running. Yeah, so those things cost 70 timber per day to keep up and running. So that'll be 140 saved. Alright, what have we got? Examine the generator, repair station research. So we can now research a new technology that will allow us to build the repair station and investigate the generator. Well, we will take a look, just so they feel like we're listening, even though we do know where it is. We will get to that. Steam hub range upgrade. At the moment, with the temperature being so nice and toasty, I'm not really concerned about our efficiency at this point. We'll get to that when we get to it. Although we do have another 2 temperature drops, so that will take us back to where we were. But that is 1, 2, 3, 4 days away. So that's not the worst. It's not wonderful, but it's not the worst. Especially if we're going to have so much coal laying about. In fact, I think we may need to make another storage solution. Yeah, I think that's going to be what comes up next. So we need to have at least 10 wood to research, and then another 50. So that's going to be 60 by the end of whenever that is. We have a couple of days to do it, so I'm not too concerned. We'll go... Yeah, resources. Let's go to resource depots. Let's build a couple more out in the middle of nowhere. 1 here, 1 there, and that will have to be good enough. Yeah, that will just have to do. But again, with all of these better houses, that's going to be so much better in the long run. Keep everybody nice and toasty. Alright, so let's see. 2 days to build it, man it, and research it. So I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and repair, but I don't think we're going to build it immediately. Or maybe if we do, we just don't man it. We have a couple of days. We may as well let the timer tick down just a bit. And if we can get a few more houses upgraded, maybe work on another technology or two, maybe they, what do we call them? The large resource depots? They could also be rather effective. So I think it is just going to be a matter of 1 step at a time. We're making pretty good work through our big steel reserves, so that's not bad. Yeah, I think we should be fairly good. So, I think at this stage then, yeah, we got the upgrade to our generators. Let's see about the, to the steam hubs. You're nice and toasty. You reach a crazy level. What else is there? There's one out here. That's not bad now, but that does seem to... Oh, wait. No, that does not get hit by that steam core. Oh, sorry, that steam hub. That is unfortunate, but I think we are going to move it further down, or maybe, yeah, swap them out. Let's go ahead and we'll build another one, and we'll go just far enough across. I think we're going to have one over there anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll take maybe this position. That way we can build another couple mines. And that will cover all of this, which should be rather nice. And then from there, what do we need? From there, so that would all be covered. It's this side of the road would not, so we could fix all of those more or less with a... Actually, I think that's in a fairly good position to reach that extra steel mill. Can we get that up and running? Let's see if we've cleared out enough of those resources for us to be able to afford such a thing. No, we have still got resources there, and it is within range of that steam hub, so that is ideal. Yeah, we just might end up putting this one back down to level 1 or just shoveling it a little bit further across. We will see how it is all necessary in a little bit. And then let's see, what other ones have we got? Everything is nice and toasty there. These bunkhouses are fine. I think if they're already fine, we may not end up moving them because they seem fairly happy and they're all nice and warm. Yeah, no houses are missed, so that's what I care about. Let's see, what have we got? Can we build in another guard station? Are we missing any homes? We do miss a couple. Okay, so there's room for a couple more. Let's go. This is kind of tricky. We can't quite fit on in. That being said, though, we can easily just dismantle one, and it's not going to be that much of a problem. So I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and get rid of this bunkhouse there. That'll be all fine and dandy. We'll chuck in a guard post in there. There's plenty of other houses for them to pick from, and they are better suited to what our needs are. So that is going to be that. And then... yeah, I think we're just going to let things be. So, yeah, as soon as we get some workers up and running around, that would be particularly good. Let's just double check. Oh, you know what we can do? Those charcoal kilns that we've turned off, we can take those workers back. There we go. So that should free them up to start working on things. There we go. Yep, build some buildings. That is far more effective for us. And that should be fairly good. So... at this point, yeah, it's just going to be a matter of trying to figure out how to fix this generator if it can be fixed, or whatever problem it does lie ahead of us. Who knows? Alright, so that's gone. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a new guard station. Excellent. And then... actually, we do need to be somewhat cognizant of these things because, again, this is manpower spent and they have a limited radius. So if we can consolidate, we really should be doing that if at all possible. Alright, but either way, our scouts are out at the cracked ice, so let's go ahead and see. A distinct spot in Frostland, we can use it as a waypoint for further exploration. Well, good grief. Okay, it looks like they just keep on going and going into the middle of nowhere. It seems like we have found an abandoned trailer. Well then, I guess that's fairly simple. Let's go ahead and send you out there. I guess my fees were for nothing, but that deal did come in handy, so I'm not upset that we chose that path. I think that is perfectly fine. Alright, more resources going up. We've got plenty of timber to be able to build what we need. We can even go ahead and fix up a few more homes. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. In fact, what we should do is if we check out our housing, vacant beds, 132. That is crazy. Okay. We may start dismantling, and if for some reason they say we've now got homeless, we'll go ahead and rebuild a couple of homes because we have all this space so close to the generator that we're kind of wasting potential manpower, or wasting manpower that we've already invested in. So let's go ahead and start dismantling tents. You're definitely not necessary. You're definitely not necessary. Not to mention, this also gives us back just a little bit of, what do we call it? A little bit of, timber. That's the word. That's the resource. That is what we're after. Any other tents that are left by? I'm thinking we've done a pretty good job of upgrading most things. Yeah, I feel fairly confident with our position. Yep, I think we're practically out of tents and bunkhouses. Oh, wait a second. Dismantling already. Okay, so that is no longer necessary. Let's also get rid of this bunkhouse. That is no longer needed. In fact, we can probably go ahead and... Oh, there was a sneaky little tent. Oh, yeah. Wonders will never cease. Alright, anyway, we'll delete all of those. We'll even go ahead and, yeah, get rid of this one as well. I think... Actually, are you within range of... No, you are not. Oh, but you are. Okay, let's just see if there's a guard post nearby. We do need to make sure that we are keeping everybody as hopeful as possible, and I'm not seeing it, so let's just go ahead and say goodbye. There we are. No homeless, we'll be fine. In fact, we can chuck up another another sawmill. That would be rather nice for us. Give us a little bit of extra breathing room as far as our timber production is concerned. We can go ahead and set this to coal. That's going to, again, help us out there. And then... Oh, I'm not really sure at this point. There's not too much more to be done. So yeah, guard station, that'll be good. That'll keep all of those people happy. And I think that that's the last one that we build. The rest now just need to get incorporated into spaces that we are already patrolling of sorts. Yeah, I think that's good. But you know what? For now, I think that's a pretty good place to end it. We've made some pretty solid progress. We've helped redistribute things around. I think at this point we can even go ahead and... You know what? I don't think we need that medical post. We can always build another one. We'll get rid of all of those. That cookhouse and this charcoal kiln. Yeah, I'm not too bothered. I think we'll probably come back and get rid of this steam hub and figure out something in the next one. So let's just go ahead and do that, and we'll deal with the rest in the next. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.